Yo, the following artist could certainly not be missing on this how-to list. Today we're gonna make a track in the style of Max Styler. I love his sounds. They are so deep and really good produced. So let's dive into it. This is what I've made.
It's a kickback, it's my time to just relax. Got no stresses, got no cares, gonna make the time last. I said it's a kickback, everybody raise a glass to the haters, keep on staring, cause you know I stare back.
We're gonna start out with the bass sound, and that's this silent patch. It's this preset. It's from the default library, and the preset is called Bass Italo. And I've changed some of the settings here in the synth, and I played around with the filter a lot. I'm gonna show you that right now. Here are the filter cutoff controls. I opened it up here and there. That's a typical Max Styler kind of thing. He is playing around with filters and with a lot of other effects a lot in his productions to keep it moving and keep the energy on the right level. So that's it for the patch of the sound, and now I'm gonna show you the post-processing. It's quite simple. I went for the drum bus, using it a lot. It's making a big difference. This is how it sounds without. Very narrow, very thin. So, and then some basic sidechain. This sound is in fully mono. This is how it sounds when I make it mono, so you don't hear any difference. So that's the reason why I didn't do any mid-side EQing, for example. So this is the bass sound, and that's very deep, very pumping, and the full sound is mono. This is the MIDI, by the way. It's like repeating all the time. There's no change in the MIDI somewhere. It's just this all the time. But because I play around with the filter a lot, it's not sounding boring at all. It's really drivey, and that's what he is nailing in every track. So, and then I have this layer. And this is a very wide sound, and this is the patch. It's actually the first preset when you open up Silent, and I've changed some settings again, and I played around with the filter a lot again. So it's opening up quite slow. And together with the bass sound, it sounds like this. So there's some EQing to cut away all the low frequencies, because otherwise it's not matching with the low sound. Some sidechain, some filter to cut some of the higher frequencies, a wider to make the sound very wide. It's a super simple plugin. You probably once saw it in my other videos. It's a really nice free plugin to make things wide. Then the phase mistress from Sound Toys to create some phaser effect, and I automated that from here. And here as well. And I love that phaser effect. It's making it sound very old school. So that's the low end. Then I have the kick. This very hard pumping kick with a kick tweak. And I boosted some frequencies here to make it very knocky in the low end. Together it sounds like this. And then I added some extra synths here and there. And together with the kick and the low end, it sounds like this. Just some nice call and response to make it more interesting. Just a few silent one sounds. These are all from the factory library, so if you have silent, you can just copy the settings if you want. Super simple. Like what I said, I changed some of the sounds. I'd like to grab a factory library preset, and then sometimes I want to change the sound a little bit. But they really have that old school analog vibe in it, and that's the reason why I go for silent a lot lately instead of Serum, for example. Then the effect section, it's like this. So together with the other elements, with like the low end, the kick, the synths and effects, it sounds like this. And then we come to the drums. These are typical Max Styler kind of drums. Most of the time he's using very hard snare drums. Super easy. I have this clap snare. I have this closed head. I have this offbeat head, and I have this open right head kind of stuff. And then on the B part of the drop, I have another head and the stop loop. And then it sounds like this. I opened up the drums here in the beginning. It's actually the clap snare only. Then it goes back when it drops in. And then the vocal.
It's a kickback, it's my time to just relax. Got no stresses, got no cares, gonna make the time last.
Simple compression.
Kickback, everybody raise a
some echo.
Haters keep on staring, cause you know I stare back. No, I stare back.
I didn't do any processing further, except like the simple compression and the echo. But this is basically how you can make a track in the style of Max Styler. I'm gonna show you it again.
No, I stare back.
So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys learned something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe on the YouTube channel. That motivates me to make more videos. And if you know someone who you want to see in the next video, leave a comment. And I see you on the next one. Ciao.